Hi, I'm Mike Evans from the Australian Security Academy, and today I'm going to look at how many licensed private investigators there are in Australia. Well, to get that kind of information we have to rely on it from state licensing authorities. The two territories, Queensland, don't have that information that's publicly available, so we can't find out. In South Australia, the information is available, but it's in a spreadsheet so complicated that you have to be a mathematical genius to be able to understand what they supply to you. It gets very sophisticated in South Australia. However, in the states where the information is available, here's what we know. In Victoria, with a population of 6.3 million people, there are 1,700 licensed private investigators. That's one investigator for every 3,700 people. In addition to that, there are 300 registered investigation firms in Victoria. Moving on to New South Wales, where the population is 7.8 million, there are 3,400 licensed private investigators in that state. That means there is one licensed private investigator for every 2,294 people. It is not known how many organisations in New South Wales hold a master licence specifically for investigations. In WA, where the population is 2.6 million, there are 580 licensed private investigators. There are 168 investigation firms in WA, and that means there is one investigator for every 4,482 people. Now, the really interesting one, and the one that I'm watching very closely because it's in my home state of Tasmania, with a population of 511,000 people, there are only 59 licensed investigators in that state. That is one for every 8,661 people. Now, if you go back 5 years ago, there were 114 licensed private investigators in that state. So either there's been a crackdown on the industry, there hasn't been a slowdown in the industry, they're still advertising for investigators down there, but I just cannot explain why the large fall in the number of investigators is in Tasmania. So this is interesting news about the number of investigators that we can actually establish around the country to give you an idea of the size of the industry as it sits in November 2017. I'm Mike Evans from the Australian Security Academy.